Hi guys, welcome to Mondays with Mary. So the random generator must know it's springtime because it picked another spring selection of colors, which are, I have no problem. I'm not hating on them. I just think it's funny that several of them have been very spring. So we've got magenta, hot pink, light pink, and this is funny because it says ash gray and slate gray, but when you look over here, they're kind of a greenish gray. So that's what I'm going with. So we've got sweet pea and carnation, ballet slipper, eucalyptus, and tide pool for this one. And then I'm throwing in buttercup and wheat because we need those colors for our project. And we are making this new Altenew lovely floral hat. And it's one of their layered die sets. Let me bring you up a little so you can see it a little bit better. This was a March release, and when it came out, I thought, it's okay. And then I went back through later, a few days later, and thought, that's really different and cute. I'll order that. And then, of course, it was sold out by then. So I had to wait. So I just got it, but I just put it on this magnetic sheet. It comes with, look at the big pieces for the hat. And of course, they always come with the instructions, and it is the keyhole system. So, and you can do it in any colors. I pretty much stayed hat-wise with the colors shown here, and mixed the flowers up. We're going to do pinks for the big flower and the teal type colors for the greenish colors for the flowers. So that's what we're doing. All right, so let's get our pieces. So there's our number 1 hat and our number 2 hat and our number 3 hat. So we're going to work on the hat first. And with the hat, we are going to use the wheat color. And we're going to just add a little bit of color to this, like the, you know how the hat has like little stripes where they put it together, little texture. And then there's stitching along the edge of the hat. So we're going to put a little bit there just to bring that out. So, and I'm going to get something. I'm going to put this over here so we can tap off a little bit. You can always add, but you can't subtract. So we're just See how it's bringing out those texture lines right there. All right, so that one's done. Then we're gonna turn this one around. And add some texture lines here. And then on our last piece, so this craft card I've had for a while. It comes from Crafter's Companion, and it's actually two-tone. So one side is darker than the other, which is perfect for this to give a little depth to the hat. What did I do with the top? There it is. All right. All right, so the hat will end up going, this is number 1. It's probably hard to see on camera, but this one says 2. So when we put it together, 2 will go on top of 1, matching up the little keyholes. And then 3 will go on top of 2. Again, matching up the keyholes. So, all right, so we're done with the hats. We're gonna put them aside. Now comes all the flowers, and they too are numbered. So this is number 1. This is number 2. Here's the brim, or the decoration for the brim of the hat. And then we've got the second layer of the little flower, which is right here. And then we've got these. Go with on top of this flower. There's that keyhole again. And then this will cover the keyhole, and it's got all the little texture. And then we've got 2 sets of leaves. We've got big leaves. And then we've got a rounded leaf and a pointy leaf. And then we've got this itty bitty little round center that goes on top of this. So this goes on top of that, and then this will go on top of that. All right, so let's finish working on the wheat color. So these 2, we're going to make wheat. Uh-oh, I made a mess. It's always something. Always something. Let me get that off the mat before it stains. I'm using this week the Conqueror 9th inks. I finally finished my set of their little mini pads, and let me tell you, they are juicy. So, all right, so we are going to go full on with wheat and these pieces that are going to go on. the big flower. All right, so that should be it for our wheat. Put this away so I don't get it all yucky. All right. So this piece is going to be in Tide Pool. This is the little decoration for the little band that goes on the hat. So we're going to do that in Tide Pool. And I'm not going to go off. I'm just going to do full strength. Because as you can see, when they dry, they get a lot lighter. So, all right. So that's that one. All right, while we've got Tide Pool, let's go ahead and work on this flower here. So I'm going to do Tide Pool on both of these, but I want this one to be slightly different. So before I put Tide Pool on this one, I'm going to hit it with a little ballet slipper. And it's just going to make it ever so slightly different. So we're going to take a little bit of ballet slipper, which is super light, and hit this one with that. All right, and then we'll let that dry. And then we are going to do this center. So that's the only thing that's going to get yellow. So let's go ahead and do that now. Then we'll be done with our yellow. There we go. All right, so we're done with the yellow, and we're done with the yellow brush. So have you, this was different for me. Have you seen a hat like this? Or I just thought it was so cute. Of course, like I said, I thought it was so cute too late, but all right. Now we're going to hit this with Tide Pool. And we're not going to be fussy with it because we're going to let some little bit of white showing, because there isn't, you know, if you look at flowers in real life, they're not just one color. So then I'm going to hit this. See how it's making it, that pink under just changes the tone. All right, so we've got those done. All right, so let's go ahead and do our flowers. So our big flower, we're going to do our pinks. So our bottom layer is going to be our darker layer, and then the top layer will be the lighter layer. And the number 1 is our bottom layer, so that's going to be our darker one. And then 2 is our lighter layer. All right, so we're going to use Sweet Pea on the bottom, and we're going to do the same thing. We're going to hit it with some color, but we're not going to get all the way to the edge. We're going to concentrate color in the middle and then let whatever happen on the ends. And this is bigger, so it's going to be easier. All right, so because they're juicier, I am going to, and it's a dark color, I am going to tap off. And then we're going to start right here in the middle and then just go to the edges, but not all the way to the edge. And then we're going to take our carnation and do the top layer. If I can get it open. I have the hardest time with mini cubes. I'm going to do this a little bit. Yeah, so it wasn't so abrupt. All right, so now we're going to do the top of our flower. And this is a much softer color, but we're going to do the same technique. Just go concentrate. I was at the nursery today, and I was taking pictures while we were there of all the flowers and really noticing, you know, real flowers and how they are. And they really, gosh, no two flowers are alike. No two petals are alike, you know. Nature is just wonderful. And it's just so nice. All right, we've got our leaves and that's it. Then we can start putting things together. So let's get a eucalyptus. This is one of their Concord & Iron's new colors that they just came out with, and I really like the color. And so I am going to go darker, a heavier hand to make it darker on the big leaves. And then I'm going to go with a lighter hand on these leaves. I'm going to kind of use just kind of like a spotty. So we're going to go darker at the base, and then we work our way up. Same thing with this one. Darker at the base, work our way up. So it's actually, you're getting, it looks like you've got a couple of different colors on there, even though it's the same ink that you're using. And then we'll just put a poof of color at the end, so you get all that variegation of your leaves. All right, so we're gonna hit this lightly. I don't know what the weather's like where you were at, but it got cold and stormy again over here, and it was lightning and thundering a few days ago. It's like it, and then 2 days before that it was 76. It just doesn't know what it wants to do. All right, so see, it's almost variegated. Can you see like the little spots? Like, this happens in nature. So you would never tell that we're using the same color on all of them, because these are so much different than this one is. Well, that's it for coloring. Now we get to put it together. So let's Let me move all these pieces off up here for now, so I can clear off a spot to work with. Let me get clear that off. All right. So I want to know what your favorite way of coloring is. You know how much I love stencils if you follow my channel. I just love coloring with stencils, but I have learned to love just taking plain white cardstock and doing this type, you know, with the variegations of colors. So you can also start with, like I could have started with a very light pink and then darkened it up and done the same thing. You just don't get that kind of white edge. So, but I'm learning that I really enjoy doing that also. And so it made me happy to realize that, you know, I'm enjoying this. I'm still not a fan. Of markers. I'm still not comfortable with them. It's not relaxing. It is relaxing to some people, and I wish it was relaxing to me, but I just find it kind of stressful and tedious. But you know, I'm that way. I feel that way about pussycatting too. So, and people love it. One of my friends, she just loves to sit in front of the TV and pussycat. You know, and I mean, it's a good thing to do in front of the TV, but I can think of a lot of other crafty things I'd rather be doing than pussycatting. All right, so we're matching up the keyhole right there. And then we're pressing down. I'm going to put this card under here so you can actually see the keyhole, if I can get this up. So you can see, there's the keyhole. And that's what we're matching up. Anyway, so I am going to try watercoloring again. And maybe take a couple of beginner classes, because I do enjoy that, but I am not good at that at all. And that's a fact. All right, so we're matching up our keyhole right there, making sure we all slid in and perfect. So now this band will cover that keyhole and the number right there. Easy peasy. Just like that. So there's our hat. All right, so let's go ahead and do the same thing with our big flower. So our big flower's got the 2 layers, and then it's got these 2. And see how light those turned out after they dried up? All right, so we're going to put, this is our number 1. It says number 1 on it. Like I said, I don't know if you can tell, but this is our number 2. And again, we're going to match up those keyhole. Get it into place. I love this keyhole system. I have layered dies from a different company from years ago, and it was a struggle to try to figure out sometimes where to put them, the die pieces on top of each other. But it makes it so easy this way. All right, so our next piece is our little brown keyhole. Perfect. And then our next piece will go on top of that. And it doesn't have a keyhole because it is the top piece, the hider piece. But it's pretty simple just to, you just pick it up and you can see where it goes on top because of the little notches. And we're going to go ahead and do our little flower. All right. So this is just going on right in the middle. And we just want to make sure that it kind of follows the pattern, with the leaves. Whoops, there we go. So see the difference in the color now that they're on top of each other, how this one's got the pink underneath, so it looks like a different color. And then a little dot here for our little center. If I can get it. There we go. And there we go. So we've got all of our pieces done. Now we just have to put our flowers on our hat. So I'm just gonna see. I want the big flower around there. And we're gonna go ahead and follow what they've got going here. So they've got the big flower here, and then they got some leaves behind it. So let's put this leaf over there. They've got this leaf coming out, and you can do the leaves anywhere you want them. And then we got the leaf coming out here, and one over here. You can put it any way you want. You can put it any color. And then this one goes back here. So, all right, so let's get this off the mat before it ruins it. All right, so we're going to take these two flowers off. We know where we want them. And then we're going to get some glue, and we're going to put these flowers down. Right there. Get that up a little, about there. Get that one here. You can just free do this like I am. You can use press and seal and lay everything together, and then put the press and seal on, and then it will hold everything, and you can pick everything up, turn it over, put the glue on, and then put it back exactly where it came from. There's numerous ways of putting this together. This is pretty simple, and this big flower is going to cover a lot, so we don't really have to be too precise. I want that out there. We can move this out just a little. This is going to be on the front of an A2 card, so all this hanging over is going to be okay. Let me see if I can move this before it dries, so it's showing a little bit more. Yeah. All right. And then we'll put our little flower back here. You can also take a picture of your arrangement, and then so you have, and you know exactly where you want everything, and then you can use that for reference when you put the glue on and put the all the flowers and stuff back. Like I said, this one is pretty simple, so you know, it's if it's off slightly, nobody's going to know that. It's all good. All right, so we'll hold that down for a second. So also in the March release was this basket weave embossing folder. So off camera, I used the ballet slipper and did just a light dusting of color before I put this into the embossing folder. I thought the woven look would go good with this, and I didn't want it stark white. I wanted a little bit of color, so I'm going to put our hat right there, about like that. And then when I decide what I want to do with it, I will put my sentiment here, and then some gems or dots there. So I thought this was cute. This is cute for spring. It's cute for Mother's Day. It's cute for a birthday. And it's so different. I just really liked it. So I hope you liked it too. So that's it. We got our colors. done in here. I think it turned out really cute. I really like the hat. I mean, I really do. You know, and you can, this is a nice spring colors, but you can use some really vibrant yellows and reds and blues for a summer hat. So you can, you know, get creative. So that's it. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you maybe took away some coloring on white cardstock and techniques. So you know the routine. There's a subscribe button and a notification bell and a like, thumbs up. Excuse me. Can hit any of those if you'd like. You can also share now, as I've said. So I really appreciate we've gotten a lot of subscribers recently, and that's been very exciting because our next number for a giveaway is 750. So that'll be fun. It's going to be a bigger giveaway than last time. So, all right, so that's it. I hope you enjoyed it. Until next time, stay safe, stay well, and happy crafting. Bye-bye.